And we're at 180 here. I mean, if I bought these guys.
If you bought all this?
Yeah. Hey everyone, I want to set the stage on what you're about to see in this video. So I went to the flea market with my wife and daughter. It was a great morning. It had rained earlier, but we went a little bit later. And being a little later, it was quite crowded. I didn't get much footage from the day. I really didn't find that many things, but what I did find was really awesome. I was super excited to find it. So I kind of turned the corner and I saw this great guy had 8 or 9 vintage MEGO action figures from the 1970s. They're Marvel and DC, and then there was some kind of offshoots as well. But what was on the table at the time were these 8 or 9 figures, and so I know quite a bit about them. Not a ton, but you know, enough to kind of know the values and what I need for my collection and so forth. And so I asked him about, hey, how much is this one? He said $80. I asked, how much is this one? He said $40. But if I bought them all, he would work on the price. And so I said, what would you do if I bought them all? He said $180. I was excited at that price. It felt like a really good price for those MEGO. They were in good condition. And so that is where this video picks up, because he said, well, actually, I have a bunch more under the table in a tote. So enjoy, and I'll pick you right back up. Yeah. Oh, you said you have more? Oh. Yeah. His arm, yeah. His legs.
Yeah, his legs. Everything's there. Everything's in there. That's it.
What would you do if, yeah, we're at 180 here. I mean, if I bought these guys.
If you bought all this?
Yeah.
25, bro. El de atrás, lléveselo. ¿El de atrás qué? Es igual, nomás que viene en caja. How about, si quieres, lléveselo igual. Está bien. Igual. Yeah. Okay, gracias. How about 3? For everything.
3 for everything?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's do it. And then, what did you have on your big turtle?
On the big turtle?
Yeah.
It's loose. It's been out of the box, but it's complete.
Okay.
I'll do. How much do we have at it, David? The turtle? How much do we have? How much is the price of it? I don't know if it's what? 140? I'll do 120 on it. Take it. Or let's do 100.
Let's do 100. Is that 100? That work? I just love him that he's got, you know, it's just badass. So cool.
Give him a backup in the
Here's everything that I purchased at the flea market, a bit more spread out. Obviously, the highlight are the vintage MEGO. Some great figures here. I was super excited to get this Iron Man in great condition, all original accessories, plus the sticker, the belts. Really, with MEGO, some of the accessories can bring a really good amount of money, so having his elbow pads are really nice, and there's a good mix of Type 1 versus Type 2. It's the bodies that they use. So the metal rivets are Type 1, and the plastic are Type 2. I don't really know the value difference between them, but we just got a good mix of them. Some condition better than others. A lot of these are upgrades for me, so I was super excited to get these. It'll upgrade figures in my collection. Even I was missing a few of these. Getting the accessories are nice. Like Catwoman's suit has the tail. It's just an awesome set. I love vintage MEGO. Actually, in 2018, I was fortunate enough to vend a show where I was able to meet Marty Abrams. I'm showing a picture here, and it was just so nice. I got to talk to him for like a half hour, and he was super cool. They did a relaunch of their figures in 2018, and then into 19, and so on and so forth. I don't know if they're still making them. I think they're doing something, but these are all the vintage original 70s ones. They bring a good amount, you know, low end, 10, 15, 20 bucks, all the way up to over $100. These are kind of more unique ones. I bought them because they're part of the deal. I'll get like 10 to 20 each on them for the ones I don't keep, but really in good condition. They're still vintage 70s. They're not all MEGO. They're MEGO-esque, so a similar era, but they could be different brands. But this is a nice Action Jackson here. And then I got a few other items that day. I did pick up these 4 figures for $15. I had never seen him before. I will show a picture of what he is. Usually when I don't see something, I always just try to pick it up. This was, what, $3.75. I figured it was worth it. These guys, I don't see these Bendums as often, so I figured at that $3.75 that was a good buy. I'll either keep them or trade them or sell them for $5 at a show. But getting this guy for $3.75 is pretty good with his top and bottom. There is bad paint loss, so we'll see but all day he usually goes for like 20 bucks at least. I picked this guy up just because he's cute. I don't have this. This is a 1989 Wendy's Alien mix-up. I've got the other two in this set, so this finishes the set for me. And I like that it was my daughter's first flea market, and so I'm going to put this on a shelf, and it'll just remind me of her every time I look at it. So was super stoked to get this. This is just random for $1. I mean, like, I don't know. I didn't even test it. It doesn't look like it's working, but I just thought it was cool and funny. I don't know what I'll do with it, but just looked cool to me. And then I do have this Turtle Troll Don complete with his original accessories on the card. The card back itself has some wear. I almost passed on it. I wasn't super stoked about it. I know the guy mentioned he had some graded turtles. The graded turtles were expensive, and just they're common characters I just didn't need. Getting this was awesome because I am having a Whatnot on the first Friday in June around 5:15 p.m. Central Time. Definitely come check it out if you're into turtles. I have like 22 carded turtles. I got some Street Sharks. So this would be a really good. This was a really good pickup to add to that, and so was this giant turtle. It's Bondi Playmates 1989 Mikey. He is loose in the box with his accessories still sealed in there. Super excited to have that. I am not 100% certain that this is the exact Mikey that would have been in this box because it does say made in China, and this is a Mexico box. I'm not familiar enough with Ninja Turtles, Giant Turtles, to know which turtle was supposed to be in there. I see some of them have, there's like an M on the head, but it's not painted. This is painted white M. I have no idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run it on Whatnot at essentially my costs plus the fees and shipping costs, so I don't lose money on it. I paid $100, so I'll put like $135 on it. See if anyone wants it. If not, I'll bring it to the Great Ohio Toy Show in October. So definitely some great stuff here. Super excited to pick it up. It was a short flea market trip. It was way later than it was supposed to be, but it all worked out the way that it was supposed to. A great pickup. Was so excited to have it. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I'm going to be trying to pump out more YouTube videos and reels and shorts and all of that, so please follow along, hang out, and comment if you have any questions. Have a great day.